Oh gosh, look how gorgeous it is. Where's my girl? Oh, there she is. You were gonna sneak out at me. She likes to jump out and attack me. All my tootsies are cold. I've made some pruning faux pas. Now this one, I need to prune you. I think I'm happy with how I've pruned you, but I think I planted you too deep. And then I could have killed another persimmon, but I planted that one too deep for sure. So I need to just go ahead and admit failure and buy another one and plant it. And maybe with you too. I should have probably never cut you, but I did. I'm gonna cut that piece out of the middle for sure. Wow, I made a mess of that, but anyway, it is what it is. Hey, sunshine. Zsa. My goodness, little animal. My nose is cold. Zuzu. Okay, I choked down my smoothie and I have picked kale, and this is the red Russian kale, not my favorite for smoothies, but I've picked it and I've grabbed a little bronze fennel too. So let me get to de-stemming it. Sweetness, you are so cute. You are adorable. I got lucky with you, girl. You've been smelling good for several weeks. It is what, March 10th? And you smell delicious. And I believe this has happened to you before. You know it might snow this weekend. I can't believe it. After I came out here and proudly pruned my trees. I kept reflecting back to year 4. When I pruned, when I shouldn't have, and I've kind of done it again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What a mess I've got. This is my last year where I'm going to have a big mess out here. Looks like that's the last of the bread. Zsa. That looks like that's the last of the bread. I have trampled it. So it's March 11th. I wish I knew when I threw the bread out here. It was November, I think. So November, December, January, February. Gosh almighty, that's 4.5 months. Oh, and we eat this stuff. And I remember when my mom threw bread out and the birds just devoured it. I'm really convinced that what I bought labeled bread may not really be bread. Oh, boy, I better learn how to garden. Snow's coming. I hope not, actually, but they say it is. And I was trying to resist and remember year 4 when I pruned everything, and then I had a blizzard, so I hope that's not coming. But if it is, now look, you can already tell these poor little blossoms have frozen. And look, I did a good job with that right there. So anyway, it is what it is. I'm just going to have to admit I'm no great gardener. But this is my year. I'm gonna get it done this year. I feel 10 times better than I did last year. That's for sure. Well, look at that. It is March 11th, and it has snowed. Right after I pruned my trees, I didn't see anything about snow. But then, a few days after I pruned, the news was snow was coming. And it did. Look at this. Is that my kitty cat? No, of course it's not my kitty cat. I left the door open. She's snuggled up, staying warm. She wants nothing to do with this. But here it is, folks. March 11th. Snow. I'm gonna have to get used to the idea that I may never see a Pakistani fruiting in my neck of the woods. However, let me just record. See where they've got it potted? That's where the root starts coming off right there. So they literally just bury it up to that root. Now I may have buried my other ones a little too deep, but I hope not. I hope not. We'll see. Okay, there is a sadness on the homestead. I have got damaged trees. My beautiful plum right there in the front, that bark is ruined. My persimmon right in front of me, bark is ruined. That one there in the middle, that little plum, that's old. I've had it since 2010 or 11. I've abused that to death. I should just dig that up. But in spite of that, I do have some things that are working. I have some berries. I've got a muscadine grape. Carlos is the brand. I remember because I went to a winery and had, hey, Sugar Dumpling, had some Carlos wine, and that was my favorite one. Hey, girl, look who's here. There's my girl. Hey, Sugar Dumpling. Hey, why don't you stay outside? It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. But you can see with the plum, I went for it. I really pruned the heck out of it, and I'm proud of that. I should go in there and get some of these a little bit more pruned back too. Let me go down there and get to work. I just took the little guards off. Zsa. What am I going to do about you, girl? Oh well. Is it going? I cannot tell. Hey, Zsa. Am I even videotaping? Oh, I am. Oh, all right. I'm just walking the yard. I got to get out and start doing some yard work. I am tickled that things are popping up. I need to do a good walkthrough and record where I'm at. There's been some success. And I've got some plant material that I can spread throughout my yard. And I think, I'm gonna step on you, Zsa. You're right up under me. And I think I'm gonna spread this whole comfrey idea to make borders and just run that through the whole food forest. And yes, one day I may be fighting 4-foot comfrey monsters, but you know what? I'll just have to deal with that if that day gets here, because I think that's going to be my border and mulch material. Get my soil building methodology tightened up some. But here it is. All right, I need to go in. It's just gorgeous today.